So welcome back, Keshava.
Thank you.
Good to see you again.
Likewise.
Today we're going to discuss how to develop the habit of meditation.
Okay.
And I have some notes here
Wonderful.
that we're going to look and discuss together. And there's some really simple things that you can do to help ingrain this habit of meditation. And one of the first that I want to suggest is to actually create your meditation mission statement. And literally write down why you want to meditate daily. Because if you can clarify your personal motivation and see that as a reminder, it will just help you to remind you why you're doing this. So you could put it up in your room, you could put it in the bathroom, a mirror, by your bed, maybe your meditation area, whatever would be helpful in that way. Another thing that's very simple is you're going to decide on your daily meditation schedule.
Okay.
So when you're going to meditate, where, and how long. There are actually times of day that are helpful for meditation. Early morning, dusk, late at night. Even in the Indian scriptures, they talk about times that are like the Brahma Rupa, the time of Brahma or the Supreme Spirit. Most importantly, is just to find a time that works for your daily schedule. So before you start your day and when you end your day, I'd suggest try 15 minutes twice a day. If that doesn't seem like too much of a stretch, you want it to be a challenge, but not too much that it's not realistic that you can't follow through with it.
Sure.
And then commit to it. So once you decide on your daily schedule, add that to your meditation mission statement that here's my schedule, when I'm going to meditate, and then actually do it. Yeah. And try that for a month and run that experiment and see what happens. Okay, then a third thing that would be helpful is to have some kind of accountability metrics. So you could simply have a calendar. And you can just do a little checkbox. It's even shown that when you do checkbox, the dopamine is released in the brain. It feels good because you're affirming to yourself, you're showing yourself that you accomplished that goal that you set. So you could also have a meditation buddy, someone that you text and say, "Hey, I meditated today," and just someone that can uphold that goal that you've set for yourself. I'll also give you here a handout at the end. We have these meditation or sadhana charts where you can go through and check box and write how long you meditated and if you did your exercises and etc.
Awesome.
So that'll be really, really helpful, again, for solidifying in your mind, yeah, I did meditate. And then you'll be able to see that you've meditated for this period of time. And you'll be able to see, well, what were the results? How was I feeling during that 2-week or 1-month period where I meditated every day?
Sure.
Another thing that will help in developing the daily habit of meditation is creating a sacred space.
Okay.
So it could be just a corner of your bedroom, an area that's facing east because you're receiving the divine vibrations. The yogis counsel us to face east when we meditate. Things that are uplifting. It could be pictures like of Yogananda or a saint that you admire, that you look up to, that is God reminding. So it's a place that you want, that will make you want to meditate. I used to live in a railroad apartment where you had to walk through each room, and I had one room as the meditation room, and I had to walk through that room to get to my bedroom or to leave my bedroom. And every time I walked through it, I could feel the vibrations that were built there through my daily meditation practice. And it had this sort of magnetic wake where it was like the tractor beam where you're drawn into it.
Sure.
And that's what you want to create at home, so it'll make it easier for you to have that daily habit. You can have candles, incense, flowers, whatever is uplifting for you in that sacred space. Another practice that could be tremendously powerful to develop the daily habit is group meditation. So Yogananda said something that individual and group meditation are both necessary. That in the individual meditation, when you're on your own, your soul, you're reconnecting with God. But in group meditations, you're picking up the spiritual magnetism and the convictions of other meditators that have been meditating for longer periods of time. And especially when you're beginning to meditate, this is why Yogananda said environment is stronger than willpower. It will help you to meditate longer and deeper when you're in a group. So this could be once a week. If you're by a center, it could be even once a day, where you could have a group meditation once a day and an individual meditation once a day. So very, very powerful practice, and something that I would encourage you to add into the mix to help really develop that habit. Now, habits should be fun too. It doesn't have to be all work. You try to find whatever way works for you to play and make it fun. And by that I mean like when you were a child, I know you like to play when you were a child, all children do, and you would just go play with your best friend, just that feeling of unabashed joy. Feel like that you're going to play with your best friend when you sit down to meditate, your friend of all friends, your divine friend. So try to bring a sense of lightness, of joy, meditate with joy, bring that playful, that childlike spirit to your meditation practice. Like Christ said, God doesn't come to the prudent or the wise, but he comes unto babes. So you want to come with that sweet, sincere openness of heart and joy in your meditation. I wanted to share, a personal story about habits. I don't know if you've heard of this little known text from India. It's called the cell phone yama. I'm joking. What happened to me was I noticed, this is about 18 months ago or so, I was starting to check my cell phone in the morning. I'm sure a lot of people have cell phones by their bed, or people use it as their alarm. But it became this insidious thing where I was starting to look at my cell phone before I began my morning meditation practice. And I noticed my meditations were getting more restless. And after some introspection, I realized I'm getting caught up in the restlessness of the cell phone, of emails, of the to-do list of the day, before I really establish my daily contact with God in meditation. So I decided to practice the cell phone yama. And the cell phone yama means you use the cell phone. It does not use you.
I see.
So what I did was I simply stopped using the cell phone first thing in the morning, and I meditated first thing every day. And that simple shift in my habit, in my routine, made a tremendous impact on my meditations. They were much deeper, and now it's, I don't even think about using the cell phone first, because the attraction and the draw to meditating is so strong. So just these little things can help in that way. Yogananda used to say, try and try again. So I like, when you're developing a habit, it's, you can feel if you don't fulfill it that, I was a failure, but just keep on keeping on. Like Swami Kriyananda used to say, I haven't yet succeeded, but I will. So just keep making the attempt, even if you set your goal and you didn't make it for that day or that week or whatever it is, just try again. Yogananda used to say, if there were two fighters and they both feel like they're about to die of exhaustion or pass out or get knocked out with the next punch, he said, just be that fighter that says, I'm just going to throw one more punch. So just try again and again. And eventually you'll find that once that habit is established, that this is what Yogananda said, good habits are just as easily performed as bad habits. I find that deeply inspiring, that we all can develop this habit of meditation. And remember, too, that our soul loves to meditate. It's our ego that doesn't like to meditate. That's what's restless. And that's why you want to come back to your MMS, your meditation mission statement, to clarify in your mind why you started this process and why you want to meditate in the first place. Also, when you're developing a good habit, or a great habit, we should say, like meditation, you're avoiding bad habits, right? So you're trying to avoid bad habits and develop good habits. So you want to redirect, avoiding the bad habit, but then redirect your energy with enthusiasm, with zeal, with willingness, with love, with joy into the good habit of meditation. Yogananda said that small tasks, even little menial tasks that are performed with deep concentration and feeling and attention. He said that attention is like the needle in a record player that cuts the grooves into our brain. So try even just the little things you do throughout the day, when you're getting dressed, when you're taking a shower, when you're brushing your teeth. Try and bring deep concentration, attention, and feeling to them, and feel that you're bringing your meditative attitudes into your daily life, so that everything you do will begin to support this habit of meditation that you're cultivating. Do you have any questions?
Not so far. That was the grooving the mind is really interesting to me. I notice in myself, especially in conjunction with the cell phone yama, so many times I'll catch myself like flipping open the cell phone absent-mindedly, not even like even realizing I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And I think it's a plague, and I catch myself doing a lot of things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why we're developing the habit of meditation, is to move from that restlessness back to our center of still peace within. So actually, why don't we have our brief meditation together? We're going to go through about a 5-minute guided practice of Hong Sa, which you've already learned.
Yes.
Let's start by bringing the hands in front of the heart and offering a silent prayer in the language of your own heart. And now let's start with the preliminary exercises to relax by first inhaling, tensing the body with the double breath. Short inhalation, long inhalation, and then exhaling with the double exhale. Again, inhaling, tensing, exhaling, relaxing. One more time. Great. Now, check your posture. We have the wedges here. Your legs can be, parallel. It might be more comfortable to be at the edge of the seat or the back. Just find what works for you. Palms upturned. Remember the juncture of the thigh and abdomen, the shoulder blades. You can pinch them together and then just let them fall. So the chest is open and relaxed. The belly is relaxed. Chin parallel to the floor. Lifting the gaze to the point between the eyebrows. Let's do the even count breathing to calm and focus the mind. After you exhale, let's inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Again, inhaling, holding, and exhaling. Now release control of the breath, Kesava. Just become aware of the breath, a silent observer, watching it flow in and out. Maybe you feel it more in your lungs, or you feel the breath moving in and out of the nostrils, without trying to engineer or control it. Just allow it to be, allow it to flow, in and out naturally through the nose. Keeping the gaze gently uplifted at the point between the eyebrows throughout. And now begin the practice of Hong Sa, following the natural inhalation with the mental mantra Hong, the exhalation Sa, keeping the gaze gently uplifted, concentrating on the breath without controlling it, and also add in the right index finger, the pointer finger, gently drawing it towards the palm with Hong, relaxing and releasing it with Sa. Whenever the monkey mind wanders, just bring it back resolutely, calmly. To the awareness of your breath with the mantra Hong on the inhale, Sa on the exhale, with the finger movement and the gaze uplifted. So we'll meditate for about a minute or so in silence. Let's release the technique, exhaling 3 times gently through the mouth. Allow your breath to remain out as long as comfortable. Just enjoy for a few moments the feeling of and freedom from not breathing. And then breathe naturally when you need to through the nose. Let's take a few moments to relax inward and upward, feeling yourself concentrated and absorbing yourself in whatever feeling of the divine presence that you are experiencing. Let's close by bringing hands to the heart. Om. Peace. Amen. Thank you, Kesava.
Thank you, Narayan.
Any final questions?
Oh, it was really nice. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
I'm gonna go write my mission statement.
Yes. Meditation, mission madness.
Yes, amen. Thank you.